everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another video. And today I'd like to share my thoughts on Hiro Mashima's latest manga project, Gate of Nightmares, which was sent to me by my friend Manga, who is also a huge Hiro Mashima fan in that he likes Fairy Tail, Eden Zero, and all the like. And, you know, Hiro Mashima, the absolute MADLAD, I mean, does he ever take a break? This is a man who's bragged multiple times in his afterwards that he gets chapters done on like Wednesday before a Friday release so that he can take time off to play the latest video game or work on the next chapter. I mean, with Gate of Nightmares, he'll be working on 3 projects at once. He'll be, writing and drawing Eden Zero, storyboarding and writing Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, and then presumably writing and drawing Gate of Nightmares. I mean, granted, they have assistants and all that, but when these chapters come out weekly, that's pretty crazy. But before I get to showing you the article and whatnot, or the tweet rather, I just want to show you some of the latest volumes I've read from his works and the little compilations that I have. So hopefully you guys have seen all my reviews. I've actually reviewed all 13 volumes of Eden Zero. Here's volume 13, which is the most recent one to come out in North America. Of course, they're on volume 18 in Japan, and we have volume 14 releasing at some point in December. This series is fantastic. I can't recommend it enough. Soon enough, I'll release my review of the anime, episodes 13 to 25, which I just got around to watching. With Fairy Tail, I've read up to volume 33, which is in the heart of the Grand Magic Games. And holy crap, the epic tournament arc. I know my reviews don't really indicate that because I can't really post a Fairy Tail review every day. I have to sort of space them out once or twice a week. But this series gets so much unfair criticism. I love this series. It's so comfy. I mean, hell, I broke out my Fairy Tail t-shirt today. Team Natsu. Hell yeah. But I also have Hiro Mashima's Heroes, which is a crossover from the main characters of Rave Master, Fairy Tail, and Eden Zero. I haven't read this one yet because I don't know enough about Rave Master. I do know, obviously, the main character's name is Haru. He's the one with the silver hair there, and he wields a sword. And I know the female protagonist with Rave Master is named Ellie, but I don't know much else. At some point, I want to collect the volumes and read that, but they're pretty expensive, so we'll get to that eventually. I picked this up on one of the sales from Right Stuff, which by the end of the holiday season, after Christmas and New Year's, wait till I show you my Right Stuff anime haul. Holy shit, get ready for that. And then I also have this Hiro Mashima's Playground, which is a collection of short stories. I've read this, but haven't done a review yet. I'll do a review eventually. I find it interesting that this character here with the horns looks like early concept art of Shiki, doesn't he? But there's some great stories here. Plu's Adventures, sort of like the origin of Fairy Tail, and this is like humble beginnings of Mashima. I think he worked on this as he was working on Rave Master before Fairy Tail. So let's get to the article, or rather the tweet that was sent to me by my friend Manga. And this is from Shonen Magazine News. And it says, Hiro Mashima will start the serialization on a new manga in Manga Poke based on the video game Gate of Nightmares, where he's also the character and world designer. The first chapter of this manga will also be in Shonen Magazine issue 2 through 3. So you may see here, and a lot of people criticize Mashima for same face with all his characters. Like, they criticize the 3 main protagonists, despite them all appearing different and having different abilities. I mean, for Christ's sake, Haru uses a sword, Natsu uses fire magic, Shiki uses gravity ether gear. They're all different characters, man. I don't know what you're talking about, but any mangaka who's worked on a lot of series will have same face. I mean, look at Akira Toriyama and compare the Dragon Ball characters to Dragon Quest, and even as he's gone into Super, I don't know if he does, well, yeah, because he sort of storyboards it where he has the other guy draw it with Dragon Ball Super in the manga, but, some characters look similar to older characters, and it's bound to happen. So, people have criticized this main character here for sort of having, like, Haru's hairdo and the sword, but, it is what it is. He's got great artwork, in my opinion. I love Mashima's work. And then the little girl here looks like sort of a cross between Urza and Wendy with, a pinkish red hair there. But Gate of Nightmares is an only in Japan game, which is released on mobile devices on iOS and Google Play. So we can't play it, but it's an action RPG, free to play. I think you probably can pay for more add-ons and bonuses. But essentially, you get like 50 playable characters. It's a fantasy adventure, so it's similar to that of Fairy Tail in a sense. But, I think it's awesome. I think Hiro Mashima is an absolute legend. I mean, the fact that he's only 44 years old and he has all this work under his resume. I mean, Rave Master, 35 volumes. Then he did this Playground, which is a collection of short stories while he was working on Rave Master. Right after Rave Master goes into Monster Soul for 2 volumes, and then Fairy Tail, 63 volumes. Fairy Tail Zero, which I guess is an add-on story or something, a prequel. We'll have to check that out eventually. Chameleon, a one-shot remake. Monster Hunter Orage, I can't really pronounce those. Eden Zero, of course, 13 volumes. It's really 18 volumes in Japan now. And then Mashima's Heroes, 11 chapters, the 1 volume like I showed you. And then with his other work here, with Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, the writer's storyboarder, they're actually doing an anime of this, which is coming out at some point. It's been announced. We don't know if it's coming out in 2022 or 2023, but it is coming out eventually. Over 10 volumes now. Gonna be plenty more, I'm sure. And just fantastic, man. I mean, he's not doing the art with this, but still, it looks great. I love Mashima's art style. I'm a huge fan of his. I've enjoyed all of his works. Fairy Tail is like the perfect, comfy manga anime series. I love it, man. I'm so happy for the dude. I can't wait to see what this Gate of Nightmares is. I'd imagine it's going to be similar to that of Monster Soul or Monster Hunter or even Heroes, and that'll be like, you know, between 1 and 5 volumes maybe. I don't think it's going to be particularly long. It'll just be like a sort of one-shot, 1 volume type thing. But I'm so happy for the dude. I can't wait to check it out. I'm so sick and tired of like the Mashima, Fairy Tail, Eden Zero haters, because they just don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. It is peak comfy series. It is awesome. Respect the waifus, the many waifus of all his series. I mean, it's fantastic, dude. I love it. I'm all fired up. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. All my fellow Mashima stans, let me know loud and clear in the comments down below. And hope to see you for many more videos coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.